Imagine a sentence so powerful that it breaks logic itself. A sentence so confusing that for over 2,000 years, the greatest philosophers, mathematicians, and logicians in history couldn't solve it. One simple statement, just 5 words, and yet, if it's true, it must be false. And if it's false, it must be true. This strange puzzle is known as the liar paradox, and it has haunted human thought for over 2,000 years. The story begins in ancient Greece, around the 4th century BCE. A philosopher named Epaminondas made a strange claim. He said, "All Cretans are liars." Now, here's the problem. Epaminondas himself was from Crete. So, if his statement is true, then he must be lying. But if he's lying, then the statement isn't true, which would mean he's telling the truth. And suddenly, logic collapses into a loop with no clear answer. Over time, philosophers simplified the paradox into a single sentence. A sentence so simple, it seems harmless. Here it is. This statement is false. Take a moment and think about it. If the sentence is true, then what it says must be correct, which means the statement is false. But if the sentence is false, then what it says is wrong, which means the statement is true. And suddenly, you're trapped in an endless circle. True, false. True, false. No matter what you decide, logic refuses to cooperate. At first glance, it might seem like a silly puzzle, but to philosophers and mathematicians, this paradox was deeply unsettling, because logic is supposed to be the foundation of truth, the rules we use to understand reality. But the liar paradox revealed something shocking. Even logic itself might contain contradictions. And if logic can break, what else might be unreliable? For centuries, thinkers tried to solve the paradox. Aristotle struggled with it. Medieval scholars debated it endlessly. And later, it would puzzle some of the greatest minds in modern history. In the early 1900s, the paradox resurfaced in a dramatic way. Mathematicians were trying to build a perfect system of logic that could prove every mathematical truth. But the liar paradox suggested something dangerous. What if a system could create statements that could not be proven true or false at all? This idea inspired the mathematician Kurt Gödel. In 1931, Gödel proved something extraordinary. In any complex system of logic, there will always be statements that cannot be proven within the system. His discovery shook the foundations of mathematics. And it all connects back to the strange idea behind the liar paradox. Even today, philosophers still debate the paradox. Some argue the sentence is meaningless. Others believe our understanding of truth is simply too limited. And some think paradoxes like this reveal something deeper about language itself. But the truth is, there's still no universal solution. Think about it. One tiny sentence can trap the human mind in an infinite loop. The paradox discovered in ancient Greece, still challenging logic thousands of years later. And it leaves us with an unsettling thought. If a single sentence can break logic, how many other truths about reality might be hiding behind paradoxes we haven't solved yet? Sometimes, the greatest mysteries in the universe aren't found in space. They're found inside a single idea,